What is up, guys? This is Investing Sensei here to bring you episode 66 of the portfolio update. And as you guys can see, the portfolio did go down in value from the last time we did the update. We are at $145,003. So last week we were right around $147,000. So we did lose some capital appreciation, but that money, the dividends, are still pouring in. As you guys can see, cash balance, which as well I can look at the activities. If I start this from the 11th, you'll see that the dividends are pouring in. So like on the 11th, we got a dividend from Altria, which was $41.20. Right here on the 15th, we got another dividend of $11.07 from Leggett & Platt, and then Realty Income gave us $13.69, which adds up to about $66, $65 or so, or right around there, in completely passive income, guys. We did not do anything for this, just besides holding some great dividend paying companies. And this is going to be reinvested. As you guys saw, I had already reinvested Altria's, which is right around the purchases here. I did one buy, so I bought some more JP Morgan. JP Morgan has been going up in price, and as you guys remember, that I did end up using M1 Borrow to borrow money to buy some more JP Morgan, and the strategy was there that the dividends themselves were higher than the dividend yield was higher than the interest rate that I was going to pay with M1 Borrow. So I was basically going to be collecting some free money on top of not including the capital appreciation we got from JP Morgan, which JP Morgan should be going up very well higher in the long term. In the short term, it might drop back down, which for me that would be amazing because it will create some more great buying opportunities. But you know, if it continues to go up, I do have at least over 100 shares now, so I'm pretty happy with that. I kind of wish I was like, oh man, I wish I was at 200 shares, but we're going to continue to dollar cost average into JP Morgan and see what happens. But I ended up actually doing something different a little bit. So January 14th, the $100 that I contribute weekly, I actually ended up buying some Altria because it's pretty much at a discount for me. It's at $41. I am kind of like in the red there, so I could dollar cost average down. And one of the things here, guys, you guys can see that I did deposit $100 and $100. Actually, it is because remember that I did borrow $4,000, as you guys can see right here, $4,000 total, and I actually paid off $100 for it, so I only owe $3,900 against my portfolio now. And so far we've accrued $2.66, and our total will be projected to be about $6.13 on February 3rd of 2021. But if we look at how much we bought from JP Morgan itself, we are going to be getting paid on the 31st of January, so that'll be pretty good. And as well, we can look at here at the holdings. The total amount that JP Morgan pays out is that we will be getting paid out, let's see, quarterly. This is annual dividend amount. Well, anyways, here we would just divide this by, let me show you guys real quick. We'll divide this by 12. That should give us monthly. So we'll get about $37, and I mean that's pretty good. So we subtract the $6.22, which leaves us with about $30. We are not exactly getting $30 just from the amount that we borrowed, but we are making some extra cash on top. So because remember, guys, that JP Morgan is paying 2.6%. I was buying, well, when I borrowed the $4,000, JP Morgan was at $126 or $27, and our dividend yield was like around 2.8, 2.9. So if we subtract the 2.8, 2.9 from the 2% that we're borrowing at, we are making about 0.8% on top of that, and that doesn't include capital appreciation, which we already got, and we're going to see it grow in you know, long term. And you know, the goal right now is adding $200 now per week. $100 are going to go to try to pay off this loan here, and the other $100 are going to be to continue to add more to the portfolio so that we can continue to increase that passive income. As you guys can see, that if we show you how much we are generating a month here, about $237, we're gonna try to do that all the way through 2021. We want to increase this. I want to try to see if we can get this to 300. I think it'll be pretty easy to get this, because a lot of it now is starting to snowball, where we are getting a lot of money, as you guys already saw from the activities, where we made almost $60 just doing nothing in that 1 week. $65 I think it was. So that's really awesome. This is going to start snowballing much larger and larger. I really can't wait for the payout from February. Those are usually the best payouts. I know we are going to get some awesome payouts from JP Morgan because of what we did. So I'm excited to see what that happens. But usually the AT&T and Verizon payouts are amazing as well. They're in like the 100s. So I always look forward to those payments. And one of the things here, guys, that, you know, we're going to continue to dollar cost average. Hopefully you guys are doing as well, because you guys can see this trend of the portfolio just in capital appreciation continue to go up. We are trying to leverage our portfolio's money so that we can borrow against it, but I'm trying not to borrow too much. One of the things here is that you guys can see that I'm borrowing about 7%. One of the things as well is that the portfolio would have to drop by 139,000 to get issued a maintenance call. So that's pretty unlikely that it'll drop that far. That would be a huge drop of 139,000. I don't see that happening. I could see worst case the portfolio dropping by 50% if we have another market crash, 60%. But that's why I'm also afraid to borrow too much. I'm just trying to use this, you know, 4,000, 7% is pretty good. One of the things I am considering is that there is a property around where I live that did come up, and I might be using this to my advantage because I have credit available, is to borrow some so I can get a down payment and not lose the opportunity for this property. That would be my goal, to just like continue to pay that off very quick within the couple months that are coming up. But you know, you guys can use that for, you know, if you guys need to borrow to get a property against your portfolio, how I did it right there with the portfolio itself. I chose a stock that is going to be growing over time, as well as the dividend and capital appreciation, and the dividend yield is high enough, over 2%, that I am covering the interest rate, plus I'm earning a little extra on top. So you guys can do that. Just don't try to over leverage yourselves, because you know, as much as you can leverage it on the upside, if we do get a market correction or it starts tanking, this will magnify your losses as well. You know, you don't lose anything until you sell a stock, but just the important thing is that you don't want to try to get a maintenance call. It's very important, guys. Just be careful with that. It's a pretty awesome thing with M1 Borrow. Just be careful. And one of the things here, guys, we are going to probably be reinvesting the $24. I actually don't know how M1 Borrow, which let me go back to it. I don't know how M1 Borrow will, you know, require the $6.13 if it just requires them in my available cash. So like, do I need to have $6.13 here? So if you guys have already paid with M1 Borrow, let me know how that works in the comment section. I'll be happy to read it. We'll see. I'm just gonna go ahead and probably the plan for now is, I know JP Morgan will be paying me on the 31st, and then AT&T, so I'll probably just leave about what, $6.13 or whatever it said on there as my available cash balance, and I won't reinvest that portion. We'll see what happens with that. But let's see, one of the things I want to show you guys as well is, since I did do some buying this past week, I want to show you guys how much we increased our monthly income. And one of the things real quick, for these scripts, if you guys are interested, they're available. I have a tutorial on how you guys can add them. So check it out. It's completely free. All I ask is that you subscribe and hit that bell notification, and you smash the like button to help support the channel. That's all I ask in return, to use these scripts. They're very beneficial to me so far. I know a lot of people have liked them so far. But just to increase this one right here, all you have to do is go to portfolio tools, and then you say get latest dividends, and then you'll run this, and then it'll actually collect what are the upcoming dividends for us. I know Realty Income, Starbucks, and what was the other one? Procter and Gamble, I believe, is the ones that are going to show up. But I know they declared a dividend. So yep, here it is, Procter and Gamble, and then Starbucks, and Realty Income. So this is pretty awesome, really awesome script. The reason why I know that these were actually declared dividend is because I have email alerts for these declared dividends. I also have a tutorial for that as well, so check it out. And I get basically emails when they declare a dividend from Seeking Alpha. But now that we have this running, we can go over here to holdings. I'm gonna clean this up. Yeah, so we're gonna go over to our dashboard, where I already have a copy of this, just so that we can see the difference over here. And we're gonna jump over to personal capital. And so this is my M1 portfolio. I'm gonna right here filter it out. You copy the holdings. What this does is that it copies your current holdings into the clipboard. I do have a tutorial on how you guys can do this. We're gonna jump over back and go to the settings, and this is where you basically put this new update. And I'm gonna right click, paste specials, paste values only, and there we go. And then at this point you could just do portfolio tools, update portfolio holdings, and you guys can see right here in the holdings, it should wipe it out and update to the latest one that we just we pasted. And if we go over here to the dashboard, you'll see that now it's calculating how much our dividends are increasing. So we'll see what happens, and it looks like we did increase it by monthly from that purchase of $100. We are going to be making about $238.28 versus the $237.48. And then we increased it by about 19 cents on the week, and then on the day we increased it by 2 cents. Hourly, still 33 cents, and we are still, well, our portfolio is only getting paid still $1.37 per hour if we sent it to work for us at a 40-hour work week. So we are still building this income, guys. It's pretty exciting. And you know, this is actually all I have for you guys this week. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and I'll be happy to talk to you guys there. I'll catch you guys in the next video. One of the things I do need to update is tell you guys, we'll create a video on how we performed this past year. I've been pretty busy this past week and the previous, so hopefully this week I get around some time and I'll make that video, and I'll show you guys how we performed this previous year. So we have been seeing some really awesome growth. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.